Welcome back, bitches, to the most exciting motherfucking cartoon, fantasy football show on the planet. As always, I am your host, Hans Gruber. Week 1 is officially in the books, and we had some monster scores put up this week. First off, how about the scores put up by the new expansion teams, with the highest score of the week? Cougars made it clear that he was going to be a power in our league. His key moves were benching the douchebag Mike Wallace and stealing Anquan Boldin late in the draft, making the veterans in the league look like a bunch of fucking morons. Even more than normal, the second expansion owner Shinny Wom. Holy shit, I never thought I would pronounce that strange, fucking name right. Anyways, Shinny Wom absolutely, anally obliterated last year's expansion team. I'm a believer. Shinny Wom's draft was top-notch. I, for one, am excited to see how they stack up against last year's champ. Steel Curtain. Should be a bloody awesome game. Speaking of the Curtain, we had a rematch of last year's Bandit Bowl. Bounty Hunter's team really let him down this week, scoring the lowest points of the week. Ouch, now the 24 months of arrogance continues. Someone please stop the Curtain. Personally, I think he is overrated and needs to be put in his place. I mean, fuck. Look at this prick. Who takes a pick like this? What a jackass. Oh yeah? There is another arrogant prick, who would do something like the Curtain. Bloated Goats. After falling behind early, the Goats' late players came through for him, while 4th and 20s players came on him. Gross. Moving on. Obviously, still recovering from last year's hose job. Sack Deep started flat and never got on track. I am sure there is an excuse out there that he can find. It's good to see Boarflesh back on the winning side again. Maybe this year will break the curse that Cash and Drew Brees have put on you. Our game of the week was between Revenge of the Dildo and Nemesis. Both teams putting up over 150 points. Unfortunately, Nemesis left Joik Bell on the bench, and DHB still played like he was still DHB, and that, combined with Peyton Manning throwing 1,000 fucking touchdowns. What, another one? Damn. Fuck the Ravens. Nevermore. Big old TDs and Lobster Boy started as lopsided as the Dildo Nemesis game. But, unlike the mighty Dildo, several of the Lobster Boys didn't show up to play. As a matter of fact, one guy didn't even realize there was a game. James Jones and the Painful Goose Egg. Last, but not least, we had the Red-Eyed Rabbit's dismantling of Hell Yeah. Even with a terrible game from his tight end, Rabbits were still able to score over 160 points. Of course, it could be because his star wide receiver and second-round pick, AJ Green. Yes, I said second-round pick. Scored a nice 37 points, and Book of Eli scored 40. Dominant. In Hell Yeah's post-game interview, he seemed like he was in good spirits. And when the reporter asked why he was happy, Hell Yeah's words were, "At least I beat Sack Deep." Moving on to our Week 2 matchups. I will be introducing a new segment. It's called the Ice Cold Stone Lead Steel Platinum Titanium. Probably will get a couple right picks. Feel confident that you can go to your bookie and bet the farm and houses on these picks. If you don't, just come to me and I will reimburse your losses. How's that for a killer deal, dogs? First game is between the longtime rivals of Sack Deep and Nemesis. Both teams are 0-1 and desperate not to fall 2 games back. Losing Amendola to a groin injury really hurts, and since Nemesis is one of the unluckiest owners I have seen, my first professional prediction is Sack Deep will win, and Nemesis will never hear the end of it. Poor Ima. Next, we have Bloated Goats vs Hell Yeah. Before I pick this game, let me explain something. Normally, under no circumstances would I ever pick the devil, Bloated Goats, nor would I pick the Antichrist, Steel Curtain. But certain executives and advertisers stressed to me the importance of having a fair and unbiased opinion. Fuck you MSNBC, lick my balls Fox News. And you CNN, can take your British Nazi, Piers Morgan, and your boy toy, Anderson Cooper, and put them in a glass cage, and slice the motherfucking.
There are white folks, and then there are ignorant motherfuckers like you.
I don't know what to say. I just wanted the freedom to say what I want, when it comes to fantasy football. I am sorry B.O. Would you like to have some McDowell fries as a peace offering? Mr. President. Sir.
You ain't my bitch, nigga. Buy your own damn fries.
I did buy those fries, sir. You can have them. I would like to let you know that you're on the air right now. Would you care to speak to your fellow Americans?
Because, you know, it is just wonderful to be back in Oregon, and over the last 15 months we've traveled to every corner of the United States. I've now been in 57 states. I think one left to go. One left to go. Alaska and Hawaii I was not allowed to go to, even though I really wanted to visit, but my staff would not justify it.
Anything else, El Presidente?
Well, you know, I mean, you know,
And just to
Navy Corpsman Christian Bashar.
I bowled a 129. It was like Special Olympics or something.
let me put it this way: Israel is a strong friend of Israel's.
A culture of scientific innovation. Sorry, I just noticed that I jumped the gun here. Go ahead and move it up.
Now, you know, it would cost about it would cost about the same as what we would spend. Over the course of 10 years, it would cost what it would cost us.
Let me be absolutely clear.
I'll tell you what, there's never been a day in the last 4 years I've been proud to be his vice president. Not one single day. Not one single day. But anyway.
Okay, I am truly amazed and humbled by your brilliance, guys. I need to get back to my show now. Thanks, Mr. President. Thanks, Joe. Please leave now. I don't get paid enough for this shit. I don't remember where I was before, so I am going to be short and sweet. My pick for this game is Bloated Fucking Goats. Yuck. In our first of two matchups between undefeated teams, we have Revenge of the Dildo and Boar Flesh. Both of these teams have a lot of talent. If Boar Flesh can hold Manning under 7 touchdowns, he will have a good shot at winning. My brain was going back and forth, like a match at Wimbledon over this game. I decided to go with Boar Flesh to pull out a tight win. Why? Because Revenge of the Dildo is a long fucking team name to write so much. We can call you Rod for short. Our second undefeated match puts the expansion team Shin Niwam up against the back-to-back champs, Steel Curtain. The chump has several injury problems and he can't find anyone to trade with. Boo-hoo-hoo. Bitch. Due to all these circumstances, I am proud to announce my pick for this game. Shin Niwam will win this game decisively. Mark Han's words. Trust me. The king will fall this week. Chinny will have a huge cult following after. Next, we have a really good matchup between 4th and 20 and Red-Eyed Rabbits. This rivalry has a whole new meaning this year, because they will be competing for the very first ever Mary Jane Trophy. I know it will put that much more pressure on you guys, but I bet you could handle it. LOL. I am hip now. As far as my pick is concerned, I am going to choose 4th and 20, because I feel like his guys will be super duper hyped to win the trophy. Now I would like to give my no doubt about Louder Chowder lock of the week. Bounty Hunters will win big over the other team, because he still has Crabtree and Brown and 3 tight ends on his team. Ever heard the term free agency? In another big rivalry game we have big old TDs versus Hizzle's squad. This should be a good game. On paper, it looks like TDs would be a big favorite, but that's why they don't play this game on paper. These nerds play on computers instead. Haha. Therefore my pick is Big Old Titties, because what a great fucking name. You will notice that I waited until last to cover last week's high scorer. There is a method to my madness. I will save time and pick you again, and I will also play your theme song from the draft, or whatever the fuck you want to hear to close out the show. Great job, Mike. Fucking ringer. You earned this. Congrats.
Cougar hunting. Cougar hunting. Cougar hunting.